Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. In this video today, we're going to be discussing the K-1 Fiance visa and some of the special considerations to keep in mind when dealing with processing and when dealing with having this visa, actually being issued the visa and being in the United States. Some key things that folks don't really think about with respect to the K-1, and over the years I've had some questions regarding specifically the K-1. Most notably, one of the big ones that it doesn't come up often, but it does come up, is somebody will ask me, about once a year, maybe once every couple of years, they'll basically send us an inquiry that says, I came into the United States on a K-1 visa. It didn't work out between me and my fiance, but I ended up meeting someone else that I want to marry. Can I get married and remain in the U.S.? The answer is no. The K-1 Fiance visa is issued specific to the petitioner and beneficiary. And it actually says on the issued visa, K-1 Fiance, and then it names the American citizen beneficiary petitioner by name. So you could, in theory, legally marry another person, but you can't use that marriage as a basis for adjustment of status, and you would have to leave. One would have to leave the United States and file for a wholly new marriage visa or seek another fiance visa. Not a particularly frequent issue that comes up, but one that people don't really understand, or it's an issue. One would just think, well, I'm in the United States, I'm legally here. Why can't I just, switch this up? Because that's the rule. Basically, statutorily, it was designed for that one petitioner and that one beneficiary. And if you think about it, it makes sense, because that petitioner is the one who filed things pertaining to himself or herself with respect to their U.S. citizenship, their ability to financially support their fiance, etc., etc. So it's of importance to keep that in mind when coming to the United States in a K-1. The next thing to note with respect to a K-1 is it is a single entry 90-day visa in and of itself. It's not in and of itself a long-term visa. So part of the conditionality of it is you have to come to the United States, marry the person who petitioned for the benefit, and then file for adjustment of status to United States, or to U.S. lawful permanent residence. I was about to say citizenship, I mean U.S. lawful permanent residence. Once the petition or the application for adjustment to lawful permanent residence is approved, from that point it is thereafter okay to sort of come and go from the United States, depart the United States and come back after a green card has been issued. A lot of folks have an issue with this because sometimes a family member will get ill, etc., and they'll want to go back to their home country. And in our case, most of the cases we deal with are Thailand-based, so they want to come back to Thailand in order to deal with this stuff. The fact of the matter is, there is a mechanism for allowing a K-1 fiance to leave while the adjustment is processing. It's called advanced parole. We did a specific video on advanced parole on this channel. I urge folks watching this video to check that out. But with respect to, can you just leave and come back in? No, and in fact, leaving kills not only the K-1, but it kills the adjustment of status filing as well. So until the individual who got the K-1 is fully adjusted, they shouldn't leave the United States. Another question a lot of folks have is a K-1 work authorized? No, it's not actually. It's considered, it's like a hybrid visa. It's kind of a non-immigrant visa, but it has immigrant intent attached. Once the adjustment of status to lawful permanent residence or green card status is approved, then yes, work authorization comes along with that. But in order to work prior to the approval of the adjustment, one would need to go ahead and obtain a work authorization document from the U.S. It's possible to do that. In most cases, though, folks adjust quickly enough that work authorization isn't super imperative. In the cases that it is, we can file those, and we do oftentimes, just because it's necessary under the circumstances. But that being said, these are just a couple of sort of broad stroke considerations that go part and parcel with the K-1 that don't really, they're sort of unique specifically to the K-1. And for that reason, I kind of thought it was worthy of a video.